Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we explored the Academy grounds a little bit. It is now July, and we had a very interesting run-in with Emma and Celine, the black cat that's been walking around around Trista. Apparently she can understand human language and she can speak, because we heard two voices, and Emma might not be as trustworthy and as nice a person as she's been acting like she is. Although I don't doubt that she's a very nice person. She also has an ulterior motive here, and that is something I don't particularly like, because I don't trust you if you don't make it obvious what you're up to. But it's just exactly the same situation as it is with Sharon, and that's cool. Of course, we're going to continue talking to everybody here. Oh, that's not Klein. Apparently, Misty hasn't revealed her secret identity to anyone. I'd gone to the radio station to try to figure it out, but the staff told me it was her idea to remain anonymous. It seems like it's up to us to decide whether Misty's her real name or a stage one. Really gets the imagination going, doesn't it? What could she be like in real life? Going off her voice alone, I'm sure she's absolutely lovely. All of this mystery surrounding her really gets the imagination going, doesn't it? Well, if you've seen her like twice, she is lovely. I cannot believe you're going to the summer festival! A number of shops will be holding sales and running promotions, so I can only imagine that I'll learn a thing or two. Now, Becky, how would you like to come along with me? Heard that last year's summer festival had an economic impact on over 1 billion mira. Yes, a billion with a B. How could any aspiring businessman resist? I actually forgot all about the summer festival. I don't want to go, but is it worth going with you go? I actually forgot all about it. I don't want to go with this asshole though. Man, sacrifice had to be made. I bet. You had a swimming lesson today, right? What a perfect activity for this weather. I'd love to go play in the pool. The only problem is how sleepy I get afterward. That kind of spoils the fun. I can't remember if we faculty members are allowed to use the gym or not. I suppose I'll have to check in with Bianca about that at some point. You know, funnily enough, for me it's exactly the opposite. I get extremely hyperactive after going to swim. I can't sleep for another 3 hours after swimming, so that's nice. If I come from work, I'm really sleepy, I just go swimming and then I'm awake again. It's nice. How are the novels? It's really hot outside lately, but the library is still pleasantly cool. While everyone's out blistering in the sun, I'll be right here reading through a stack of books. A bliss! It's really hot outside lately, but the library is still pleasantly cool. I'll never get a sunburn, and I'll always be as white as can be. Recommended Reading Corner, Erebonian Folklore, Volume 2. Considering the size of history of the Erebonian Empire, it should come as no surprise that it has a wealth of folklore, perhaps more than any other nation on the continent. This is the second in a series of 3 books that will introduce a small number of the legends and traditions in Erebonia. It is my wish that the series will stimulate newer interests in the rich history and mythology of this great nation. The unicorn, sacred creatures, pure white in color, with a single horn that is said to be capable of curing any illness. Legends state that only virgin maidens are able to touch one, and as such, it has been adopted as the symbol of Saint Estria's Girls' Academy. Gnome granted the people of old the knowledge of steel, as a staple of ancient legends, giving heroes the weapons they need to overcome the trials ahead of them. Which practitioners of witchcraft and black magic who are said to live among us, various legends regarding their nature remain all over the continent, and both good and evil witches supposedly exist. Vampires. Vampires are powerful fiends said to suck the blood of humans. There are many tales that exist regarding them, with some stating that they turn to ash in sunlight and others suggesting they have no reflections. But all concur that they have significant enough power to be known as the King of Fiends. Errand. J. Errand. Erebonian Folklore 2 was added to book notes. No others are available to talk to now. Alright, no weird cat. Oh, I hate that. Wish that wasn't on the left shoulder button, because the shoulder button is actually... It's extremely sensitive. If I push it in like a millimeter, not even a millimeter, it already goes off. Let's look at the characters, actually. We have Sharon Kruger, maid, Class 7 dormitory caretaker, an exceptionally skilled maid sent by the Reinford family, supports Class 7 as their dormitory's caretaker. Like sisters, Eliza looks up to her like an older sister, while Sharon adores her like a younger sister. Super maid, as Chairman Irina's maid, she even helps to fulfill her duties as one of the Academy's sport directors. Klein family man, cookie master. Thrasia, we already know all about her. Good team. While Emily is better at sports, Thrasia is better at studying. She helped Emily study for the midterms. Okay. Don't know why that information is necessary. We haven't gotten to know anyone else, have we? Milliam is not there. Weird. I can't believe neither of the upper classes had the highest average score. The first years must have been quite complacent to allow this to happen. I understand their anger, but perhaps they should use that energy to study instead of lamenting the unchangeable. I can't believe neither of the upper classes had the highest average score. It looks like you're worried about them. Nor that I can blame you, but just remember, we fought a lot before we became friends too. Summer uniforms are a gift. Switching over to them, it takes a weight off my shoulders in more ways than one. Makes the girls all look cuter too. Okay. Those are your priorities? Oh, hey, you're one of the guys from Class 7. How's the hangin'? I didn't know you guys had your own I didn't know you guys had your own summer uniforms, too. Oh. Oh, you are absolutely correct. The neckties are have different colors, don't they? Oh, you're a commoner. And you're just wearing your normal stuff because you're too proud to let go of it. Oh, well. You burn through... Oh, good lord, what was that? You burn through energy much faster in the height of summer, so you should make sure you're eating well. A lot of girls seem to think that summer's the time to jump on the fad diet bandwagon, but no good comes from that. If you ask me. If a balanced diet paves the road to good health, half starving yourself just covers the road with nails. I do understand how these girls must feel. But if you want to lose weight, eating healthy but balanced meals is the way to do it. That is also correct. Starving yourself is not the way to go. A lot of students fall ill during the height of summer, so we are doing our part to try and keep that number down. We've got icy cold drinks to ward off heat stroke, and hot pots are full of meat to keep your energy up throughout the day. Eating well is the best way to get you through the summer months happily and healthily, no question about that. Oh, we have new stuff. Jewel pottage. Cures freeze. Wow. You know, I've got... no, it's still worth even keeping these in my inventory because... Like, using, for example, this to cure poison is still better than using just a normal, like, antidote to clear, heal poison. But I do not need 60 cooling sprays. Let's get rid of 55 of those. I definitely don't need these. How much is red beast flesh? How much does red beast flesh sell for? Because I've got 90. I would be willing to sell 50. 5k? That's not a whole lot. 4k, sure. As if I'll ever use that. As soon as July rolls around, I get a real hankering for ice cream. I ordered some super expensive high-class ones last year as a joke, thinking they wouldn't sell. But the students love them, sold right out. Maybe I should get some more in this year. What is that? Lambda rod plus 3? That's something that... Okay. I mean, they already have all this equipped. Anything new down here? I would like some more battle scopes. Imperial Chronicle issue 4. Show me, show me, show me what you got. Show me, show me, show me. Ow. Game. Imperial Chronicle issue 4. Featured story: The Summer Festival approaches. The time for Heimdallr's Summer Festival, traditionally held a month later than the festivals in each of the nation's provinces, is almost upon us. A number of different ceremonial events take place at this time of year, but this summer festival, Prince Oliviert, Crown Prince Cedric, and Princess Alphine will attend rather than His Majesty the Emperor. I can't believe that Princess Alphine will be making an appearance for the first time, was the excited reaction of one female student who attends an academy in the capital. She ranks the princess as her favorite royal of all. Princess Oliviert's intention to take part in the official functions was also met with rejoicing. Their attendance, along with the usual appearance of Crown Prince Cedric, is sure to make this year's festival one to remember. Who will Princess Alphine's partner be? Furthermore, Princess Alphine is expected to attend the garden party and partake in dancing on an official occasion for the first time. Considering her popularity, just who she will choose as her dance partner is gathering significant interest. As soon as we find out, we will be sure to print it. International armed clash in the Northern Highlands. International armed clash in the North Highlands. Reports have suggested that an armed clash was narrowly avoided in the North Highlands to the northeast of Erebonia. An Imperial Chronicle cameraman happened to be in the area at the time and notes that tensions were high on both sides. When asked about the matter, a military source noted that areas which the Republic claims ownership of always have the potential for unrest. Fortunately, the crisis was successfully averted before it got out of hand. Our source pointed to the trade conference taking place in Crossbell State next month and suggested that the intelligence division may have played a part in calming the situation. Culture: Heimdallr Opera House. Opera is an integral part of Erebonian culture, and the epitome of that art is the Heimdallr Opera House, the home of the Azure diva Vita Clotilde. Few can witness one of her performances and not be astonished by the beauty of her voice and figure and her range of expression. So great is her gift that it is said that her song has the power to transport the audience to another world. The Heimdallr Opera House is a place any self-respecting Erebonian should visit at least once. But how far in advance will you have to pre-order to get How far in advance will you have to pre-order to get tickets? At least 2 months, suggested the Opera House's manager. Alas, for those wishing to see the commemorative performance during the summer festival, even pre-ordering is no longer an option, as tickets for that have already been sold out. Gourmet Report. Concert Cafe, Etoile. Etoile is a small yet well-known cafe sitting on a corner of Heimdallr's Alto Street. The experience of sipping one of the shop's fragrant herbal teas while listening to soothing and elegant melodies is nothing short of bliss. Food is also available, with the store's most popular dish being a heavenly, soft and fluffy omelette, 280 mira. That's cheap. The harmonious combination of piping hot egg and white rice is exquisite, making this refined establishment well worth a look and a taste. Spotlight nostalgic melodies for you. If you need a new instrument, record, or music box, the Reveld Company is there for you. We also repair broken instruments. The Reveld Company help you to share the blessings of music. Okay. 7 pages. Okay, don't forget Beryl. Don't forget about Beryl. Beryl hates being neglected. I did it! I finally finished writing the story I started last month. Nothing can top the feeling that comes from capturing the pure love two boys can share in text. I can't wait to show it to Emma tomorrow. I've got to admit, I'm proud of this one. It's got some great stuff in it, but pay no attention to my panting. Oh. Panting, huh? We're scheduled for another match up against the upper class club. Thanks to Makias, we've actually won more matches than we've lost this year too. We need to keep it up so we don't get shut down. I've gotten way better since I started playing with Makias, but I still have a long way to go. As long as I keep improving, I'm sure we'll be able to keep this club alive and well. The summer festival is right around the corner right now. I'm sure all the preparations will keep my father busy as usual. What's your dad like, anyway? The impression I get from reading the Imperial Chronicle is that he's a top-rate government official, at least. Well, he's a good-humored person, both at work and at home. He's always willing to listen to people and interact with them. I think that's part of what makes him a popular figure. He sounds like a good man. I wish more people in politics felt that approachable. I guess the best way to put it is that he's an ally of the people, for better or for worse. I haven't really talked to him recently, to be honest. Maybe I should write at some point. Yeah, I'll write him once things calm down here a little bit. Right now, though, I need to focus on the chess club. Priorities. What? Kenneth? What the heck? Are you ill? Kenneth. I've told you my brother graduated from here, right? He was actually the one who started this club. But I didn't come to this academy just to follow in his footsteps or anything. I enrolled here since Trista has so many great spots to fish. I can't say that about most schools. After he graduated, my brother managed to round up a bunch of fishing nuts and formed the Imperial Fishing Club. We don't talk much though, so who knows how that's going. Alright. Don't forget Beryl. Summer has finally arrived, which means it's finally time for them to start appearing. In a school with as many strange stories as Thors, it's hard to believe that there won't be at least one sighting. I can hardly wait for something to happen. Have you ever tried walking through the Academy's buildings at night? Why not give it a try sometime? Okay. I mean, I guess. It seems the rumors about Rex were true. I should probably try and put a stop to it before things get out of hand. Can I get some pictures? Nope. Those are definitely not Rex's photos. What do you mean, rumors? Such a deal breaker. Hey, Rean. Feels like summer's finally here now that swimming's lessons have started, doesn't it? Yeah, it really feels like it'll really feel like it once the heat starts racketing up, though. Oh, by the way, aren't you a bit hot in that winter uniform we're wearing? It's not like I'm the only one. The school regulations don't say that you have to switch after all. Besides, it's the Academy's traditional uniform. Most of us in the student council and lots of nobles keep it on all year. It was actually designed to be worn all year. Cool in the summer and nice and toasty in the winter. I see, so basically it's not as hot as it looks? Ha, pretty much. Maybe you should try wearing yours sometime this summer, just to try it out. Sure. If you say it works, I say it works too. No. 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 Let's not get ridiculous here. Our winter uniforms were specifically tailored so that they could be worn all year round. Maybe you should try wearing yours sometime this summer just to try it out? Sure. I do like that. I do like that crimson look of it. Okay, I sure hope that Mikt has a quartz for me. I sure hope so. Otherwise, I will have regrets. Alright, we've talked to everybody here. Should I go back to the dormitory? Not what I wanted you to say. I guess there are cicadas around Trista, too. When I hear them, I always feel like that's when summer's really arrived.
Retiring for the day, Schwarzer?
Hey, Neidhard. Instructor Neidhard. Yes, are you heading out too? Indeed, I have some business to take care of within my division, so I'll be returning there tomorrow. With that on the agenda, I thought it wise to finish the day's work early. Your division? Ah, yeah, you were sent here by the Imperial Army, right? Correct, though because of that, it's difficult to keep a regular schedule here. Anyway, while I'm here, I want to acknowledge the work you did during your field study last month. You mean that incident in Nord? The same. Reading the Army's report, it seems that armed conflict within the Republican Army was a real possibility. While the Intelligence Division no doubt had a hand in resolving the conflict, you and the other members of your group played an integral part in averting a war. You deserve credit for that. Thanks. You haven't been able to find out anything more about that man with the glasses, have you? The one who hired the mercenaries and introduced himself as Gideon? Regrettably not. The Intelligence Division is looking into his identity, but they don't appear to have found anything yet. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had discovered something already, but chose not to share it with us. I see. Schwarzer, I'll be the first to admit you performed admirably out there. But I assume you're aware that luck played a large part in your success? Well, I... Regarding your report, the number of arbitrary decisions stood out to me. For an army to function, its members need to work together as a group, united under the will of its commander. As an organization, it can't perform at its best if the members disregard authority and act on instinct. You've already been over this in class, I believe? Yes, Instructor. I realized now that our actions in Nord were rash, that they made things harder for the Lieutenant General. If it weren't for our inexperience, we might have been able to capture the man with the glasses, too. If you understand that, I have nothing further to say on the matter. It's not my intent to belittle your efforts. Your report indicates that you were forced to make a number of split-second decisions. I'm not suggesting that there's no place for flexibility and independent thought in an organization like the Army, but it is vital for you to understand the reasoning behind and importance of that structure and to respect it. Yes, Instructor. Teaching cadets to respect the work within that system should be the job of their class's instructor. Though, considering her background, I was foolish to expect that of her. Her? You're talking about Instructor Sarah? Indeed, granted she's quite skilled, but she lacks the disposition and diligence of a soldier. I understand she didn't come from an army background, but with her position, one would hope she would pick up the basics. Oh, so... You know what Instructor Sarah did before she became an instructor here? Oh, is she keeping mum about that? I just assumed you were already aware. Before she came to Thors, Sarah was...
It's not very becoming of a gentleman to go around broadcasting a lady's secrets, you know.
Yeesh. At the schoolhouse, and you have the ears of a god, Sarah.
Instructor Sarah. Instructor Valestine.
I totally understand where you're coming from. You meet a beautiful, captivating lady and you want to know more. But don't let hard-headed officer types like our friend here rub off on you too much. Got it?
Oh boy.
You always play by the rules, and you'll find yourself in a jam someday when you encounter people who don't.
Instructor?
You're one to talk. I hardly think a capricious instructor who leaves everything to chance is capable of guiding our cadets to greatness.
Well, of course, I couldn't do a better job than the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or was that the Provincial Army? I mean, you've got the whole tradition and status are everything mindset down pat.
Looks like these two aren't getting along any better.
That was a very good movement there, Rean. Very self-defensive.
First Sharon, now Instructor Neidhart. Instructor Sarah almost seems like she's spoiling for a fight.
Who do we have here? Well, if it isn't Instructor Sarah and Instructor Neidhart.
Carefree? Oh, carefree.
Uh-oh.
He wants to go out for drinks again.
Instructor Thomas?
Ah, and young Rean is with you too. Simply marvelous. It looks like you're having a downright jolly time. Would you mind if I joined you?
I'm not sure that would be...
Actually, I was just leaving. Come along, Rean. We need to hurry back to the dorms now.
We do?
Oh, but while we're all together like this, what say we have a few drinks together and enjoy some quality faculty bonding time?
Yeah, dormitory is a good idea, Sarah.
I heard the two of you really know how to hold your liquor.
I'm afraid I really must...
I've actually just been hit with the overwhelming urge to drink alone in my room tonight.
Now, there's no need to be shy. We're all friends here. Oh, I know. Why don't you come along with us, Rean?
Yeah, minors drinking alcohol with faculty members. Good idea. Dormitory it is.
We can't float a beer your way quite yet, but I'd be happy to treat you to something else.
No, it's quite all right. You teachers are always so busy, I'd hate to get in the way of your quality bonding time. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll be sure to let Sharon know that you're having dinner out tonight, Instructor.
No, Rean, well, wait! What kind of heartless monster are you? Get back here, Rean Schwarzer!
Oh, man!
Well, shall we be off?
What kind of heartless monster?
I couldn't possibly. I need to depart early tomorrow morning, so I really must insist.
Midsummer Revels. Hang out in the dormitory. Why would I stay in my room? I really wanted to talk to Mikt. Well, that ain't happening for the moment, though I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, toodles!